right, this is our Tuesday night, Kathleen's Craft Corner, and tonight we're going to be making some little gift bags. So I like to make these gift bags to put little presents and stuff in. Birthday presents are great. What I thought we could possibly do with them is put some little treats in them, and this way you can give them to nurses, doctors' offices, any place that you want to show a little bit of gratitude for what's going on right now. Hi Kim, hi Lindsay, hi Tabitha. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you for staying home and staying safe. So as you all know, this is my little bit of sanity in this crazy time that we're living in. So I like to do crafts to keep my mind clear and off of the news and everything else that's going on. And today I've had a really stressful day. It's been just one thing after another. A small business owner, Kim, you understand that. Just everything that's going on right now can be really stressful. So this is how I relieve my stress. And hey Julie! So this is one of the things that I've been doing, and it seems to kind of be taken off. So I started the group. So it's a public group. Please invite your friends. The more people we get to join in and enjoy doing some crafts, the more people we know are taking their minds off of everything for a little bit. So like I said, today we're going to make the little gift bags, and you can do with them whatever you want. I just gave you a few little suggestions. I love using them for birthdays because they look so much nicer than the little store-bought gift bags, and they're not hard to make. They're, just one sheet of paper, and when you get this paper on sale, the paper I'm going to be using tonight, I got at Hobby Lobby for 25 cents a sheet. Way cheaper to make your own gift bag than paying $3, $4, $5. It's even cheaper than buying one at the dollar store. 25 cents and a little bit of love put into it makes it something special. So this is the gift bag that we're going to make tonight, and I have a bunch of variations that I make. So I'm going to set them to the side, and let's get started. So tonight we're going to be using one sheet of 12 by 12 paper. Actually, I got this sheet of paper, and I bought a bunch of it on sale at Joann Fabrics. I was lying, well, not lying, but I mistakenly spoke when I said that I got the 25-cent sheets from Hobby Lobby, which I do get. I get a ton of the 25-cent sheets from Hobby Lobby. But this was on sale for 17 cents, and the best part of this, it's double-sided. A lot of times when you buy the decorative paper, it's just going to be white on the back. But the double-sided sheets are usually a lot more expensive. Well, about a month ago, mid-February, end of February, my niece and I were at Joann Fabrics, and they had a bunch of their paper stacks and then their single sheets on clearance. And when I say a bunch, I mean like 80% of the rack. And this one I thought was so pretty with the little flowers and everything in it. It had a paper stack, so I've got a stack of paper that coordinated with it, and then I got the single sheets that are double-sided, and I liked both sides, for 17 cents. Oh my God, I couldn't believe it. And then with the paper stacks, they had some stickers and little embellishments that you could get with it. And the pack of stickers, it was 4 sheets of stickers, and I think I might have paid like $1.50 range for it. So just, look out for the sales. And right now, while we're not in the stores and browsing the racks and noticing that 80% of their paper's on sale, go through their ads. A lot of the hobby stores, craft stores are running some phenomenal sales right now. And I think it's them just doing their part, trying to keep everybody to stay at home, stay safe, and take advantage of that while you can. I actually got a box full of stuff from Michael's today that I ordered a week and a half ago. My husband said to me, look, you're going to be stressed. That we're going to be stuck in the house, so you might as well get some paper so that you can stay busy. and that's my secret addiction. I'm addicted to paper. I love little pretty prints on the paper and everything. Hey Chris, hey Rima, how are you? So what we're going to do is get these made, and like I said, it's only one sheet of 12 by 12 paper. Now, if you've seen me do these Facebook Lives before, you'll notice that I'm usually flipping the camera around and everything, and I spent part of the afternoon trying to get the lighting right so that you didn't have a glare on my glasses, and I also tried to make it so I could read the comments, be able to interact with everyone, and also make it so you could still see the mat, see what I'm doing, and then I'd still be able to see you. So fingers crossed that this is going to work. All right, so we're going to make, oh, and I also flipped it so that it's mirrored and you're actually seeing it the way it's supposed to be, because I had noticed when I played it back on my TV that everything was in reverse. So these are the instructions, and the reason I'm doing this is because I want to make sure that the mirrored is actually working. All right, so we're going to be taking the 12 by 12 paper. I have a scoreboard. If you don't have a scoreboard, that's fine. You just use your ruler and we'll do the measurements. We're going to cut the 12 by 12 paper into a sheet that's 12 by 10, and then you're going to take the 2 pieces, or the 2 inches that are left, and cut that in half and make 2 1-inch pieces. So I use my trimmer. If you don't have a trimmer, you're just going to measure it with your ruler and then cut it with a pair of scissors. So we're going to cut 2 inches off. That's going to give us our 12 by 10 piece, and then I'm going to take this 2-inch piece and I'm going to cut that in half and make 2 1-inch pieces. They're going to be our handles. Okay, so we have our 2 1-inch pieces, and that should be it for my trimmer. Now to make the folds, I have a scoreboard, but we're going to just measure out with the ruler. I'm going to show you how to do it with a ruler so that if you don't have a scoreboard, you can still do it. Hey Rochelle, how are you? All right, so we're going to take on the 12-inch side, and we're going to mark it at 1 inch. We're going to mark it at 4 3/4 inch, 7 1/4, and 11. So put a dot at the top of your paper at those points, and then at the bottom of your paper. So again, that was 1 inch, 4 3/4 inch, 7 1/4, and 11. There we go. All right. And then you're going to fold each one of those marks. Then we're going to turn it on the 10-inch side, and you're going to put a mark at 2 1/2 and 7 1/2. Okay. And again, do that at both the top and the bottom, 2 1/2 and 7 1/2. And you're going to fold that. We're just going to fold that. Now, I've scored my paper so I could fold it a little bit quicker for you, but just take your time and make sure you're folding at each of those dots, one at the top of your paper and one at the bottom, unless you have a scoreboard. And if you have a scoreboard, you're just going to score it on those marks so that you can fold it. Okay? So once you get it folded, you'll be able to see your fold lines a little bit better. Then we're going to cut it. So laying it with the 12-inch side horizontally, we're going to cut off these 2 boxes here, and I put X's on here so that you could see better where we're going to cut. So we're going to cut out this box and this box. I use a finger blade. You can use scissors or a finger blade, it doesn't matter. and you're just going to cut where your fold line is. And if you have questions or anything, make sure that you leave your questions in the comments, and I go back and I'll read through them. I'll answer them the best I can. You can always private message me. Most of you have my phone number. If you have a real question, just give me a call. I'm more than glad to try to help you out. All right, so now on leaving again the 12-inch side at the horizontal, we're going to cut at the 4 3/4 mark and the 7 1/4 mark. However, we're not just going to cut straight down. We're going to do a little tiny wedge, like a super skinny piece of pizza. All right, so it's just going to angle cut, and I'll hold it up as soon as I'm done. Just take a little angle cut out of there so that when you're folding it, you don't have as much bulk, and it makes a nice clean fold for you. All right, and then you're going to cut the 7 1/4 inch fold. All right, and then turn it around so your 12 inches are again horizontally, and then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to cut that 4 3/4 inch fold, and you're going to make that little angle cut, that little slice of pizza or pie, you know, whatever it is you feel like eating these days. Actually, I'm not big on pizza, but I've been craving pizza, and I think it's only because I can't have it. Well, I can order it, but the pizza that I really want is from Jill Tarbox's Slice of Life, and she won't deliver to Land O'Lakes. Oh well. All right, once you got your 4 angle cuts cut out of there, you're going to turn the paper and have the 10-inch side horizontally, and you've got the 2 at the top that you already cut out, those 2 boxes, and then you've got down here this 1-inch border that you're going to cut, and you're going to make again at the 2 1/2 inch and the 7 1/2 inch fold. You're going to cut that little angle slice out again. So after you get those 2 little notches cut out, you're going to go over to your edges, and you're just going to do a little angle cut on the edge on both sides. Again, it's so that when you make your folds and you get it all together. Hi, Deborah. Once you get your folds all together, cutting those little angle cuts out makes it so that there's not a lot of bulk when you glue it together. Okay. So we're just going to angle cut those little sides. You'll see your tabs now have an angle. All right, now we can put it together. Let me just clear these scraps away. I hate working in a messy area. All right, so my husband, right before I came on, he came in here, and I had everything out across my desk trying to, you know, pick out everything to make sure I was nice and organized for you. And he said, "Oh my God, what are you going to do? You have a messy desk." I can't work in a mess. All right, so now we're going to put it together. I'm going to use glue. You can use double-sided tape. And again, the art glitter glue is what I like to use because it does get tacky kind of quick and adheres to the paper much faster. So let's put this together. If you're going to use the double-sided tape, wherever I put glue, you're just going to put the tape and glue it together. All right, so these 2 sections, these are the last things that are getting glued down, so don't start here. Where you cut your corners out, that's where we're starting. All right, so we're going to fold our side tabs in, and then we're going to glue these side tabs to the little side tabs. On the outside, you want your little side tabs to be your inside. So you're going to put your glue on there, and we're going to glue that up that way. I hope I'm explaining this all right. I've been doing crafts for a long time, but to actually sit with people and try to instruct them has been fairly new to me. In my younger years, I used to work in an adult training center, an AT center up in New Jersey, and we did crafts with the developmentally disabled. A lot of that was me doing the crafts and then giving them little jobs that they were able to do. We made a lot of stuffed animals and they were able to put the stuffing in the animals. I did a lot of paper twist where they untwisted it and then I took the paper twist they untwisted and I made different dolls and bows and wreaths and stuff out of it. But to sit with people and actually instruct them how to do it is brand new to me. I've only been doing that since we started that craft club at our community center, and I really just did that so that I could start to meet some people in my neighborhood. My husband and I have been here now for 3 years, and I really don't know that many people, but I work a lot. I have a lot of friends through the chamber, other networking groups. I've made a lot of friends that way, but to say that I'm really friendly with my neighbors, not that I don't want to be, I'm not around a lot. So I started the craft club at our not community center, our clubhouse, and that's how I started meeting people in the neighborhood. And so that's when I started instructing anybody on how to do any crafts. So, all right, so after you get your 2 bigger pieces glued to those little tabs on the inside, now we're going to bring the other side up and glue these tabs. Oh, gotta stay in frame here. Glue these tabs here to that side so that we can get our little box together. All right, so now we're just going to put some glue on here. And again, if you're using double-sided tape, you're just going to take your double-sided tape and put the same place that I'm putting the glue and get it stuck down. All right. Make sure that you're getting your sides nice and even. Get your paper up to the edge. You want a nice crisp line there. And then I like to take my bone folder and press that glue down, make sure it's good and stuck in there. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. I hope everyone's weathering this crisis fairly well. I know that when you don't get to do your normal activities, you can get some depression going on. Matter of fact, I had my little COVID meltdown last night. Stuff that's going on with business and making sure that everything's still operational can be a little bit difficult right now. But got through it. I'm tough. We've got this. So I hope everybody's weathering this fairly well. All right, so after you get your box together, then you're going to take that 1-inch border that's around it. That's where your 1-inch fold and your 11-inch fold come together. So it's going to make a little 1-inch border, and you're going to glue that inside. All right, so let's take some glue. And get that on our border here. Glue the longer sides in first. And that's the nice thing about the double-sided paper. The inside's not just plain white like some of the other papers. It actually gives you a nice little look of a liner. All right, so get them down, and then I'm going to take my bone folder, press that glue down nice and tight. Make sure everything's nice and stuck down. Okay, so that's the base of our little bag, of our gift bag. So you've got a little box. It's about 5 inches by 2.5 inches by 3 inches. So that's the base of it. Now we're going to get the handles together. So when we cut the 12-inch by 12-inch paper down, hey Jill, you missed it. I gave you a shout out. Hey there. Slice of Life Pizza. Well, I was just saying how I'm missing Slice of Life Pizza, but you won't deliver all the way out here in Land O'Lakes. We're going to take our 1-inch strips and we're going to fold them in 3. And then this is what's going to make our handles for our bags. So we're going to take our 1-inch strips and just fold them in 3. That way they're nice and sturdy when you're putting your stuff in your bag. You don't want your handles to rip. Okay, so you're going to take them, fold them in 3. And then I'm going to glue mine together, and that way I know it won't come apart. If you don't want to fold them, you can leave them 1 inch. There's, again, no right or wrong. These are your bags. You be creative with them. Put your own little spin on them. And these designs, some of the things that I make on these Facebook Lives will be my own things. And a lot of them are things that I've learned either over the years or I've seen on YouTube. I belong to a lot of crafting groups. I'm a instructor for Michaels, and I'm also a Stampin' Up demonstrator. And I see a lot of different projects through both Michaels and Stampin' Up. And some of them I like the way they did them. Other ones I put my own little spin on it. And then sometimes that gives me an idea of something else that I can make. Like I said, my secret addiction is playing with paper. So I figure out a lot of different things to do with it. It's what keeps me calm. All right, so after you get your 1 inch by 12-inch strip folded in 3 and you put some glue in the center of it, you just take your bone folder and go along just like you do ribbon if you're going to curl ribbon. 1, you're getting the glue really stuck in there, and then 2, you're making that little bend in it so that you can make a nice little handle for it. All right. Now, I've got this one finished, and I did the other one ahead of time so you didn't have to sit here and watch me make 2 of them. Now we're going to glue them into the bag. All right. Now, my mat here is, it has a grid, so I'm kind of used to just laying my bag down and then making sure that on the 1 inch and the 4-inch mark is where I put my glue. And then I just put my handle on there. So you can see I've got glue 1 inch in on both sides. But if you need to use a ruler and do it that way, that's fine. Not everybody has these mats. Or you can eyeball it. Or you can put the handles wherever you want. I've done some where I've put the handles across this way. Made them more like a basket. Hey Kim, how are you? Alright, so that handle's on that side. Let's get this second handle on here. And that's another thing that you could use these for, especially right now since people don't want to be out in the stores that much and the majority of stores are closed, and depending on where you are, you might be on more of a lockdown than we're on. You can't get out and get Easter baskets and stuff like that, but you can take papers that are around the house and stuff to make baskets. I've used construction paper. You don't have to have craft paper. You do have time that you can order some through Michaels or Joann Fabrics. We don't have AC Moore down here, but Kim, up in New Jersey and Pennsylvania, is there still AC Moore? I heard that they were going out of business. But but that's another craft store. Okay, so we've got the handles on here, and then you can decorate it. What I do, what I like to do is, like on my blue one, I've got some paper that I punched out a lace pattern. So I did that with some corresponding paper that came in the paper stack for this paper, and I'm going to glue that around the edge. So if you're going to do any type of trim around it, you're going to need two 12-inch pieces. You're not going to use the entire second 12-inch piece, but it's going to be 12 inches to get around, and then you'll need another little 5-inch strip for the back. So bear with me, and we're going to put that on there. And this is also a great way to cover up any little mistakes or anything you made. I noticed on here, I didn't quite get that folded down, and I'm still nervous doing these. This is my 4th one that I've done. I actually really enjoyed doing the one this weekend with the kids. I thought that was pretty cool, being able to give them something a little bit different to do while they're at home and not having to do schoolwork, trying to find different things to occupy their minds. All right, so in the middle of my paper, I'm going to lay that down on the glue, get that stuck down there. Then I'm just going to bend it around my edge. Make sure that you're going along your edge here, that it's not like up, angled down or anything. And I like to start on the large side and then do both small sides before I decide how much I'm going to need of that second piece to put down there. And this is where you can, when you're using the wet glue, you can kind of move it up in that mistake that I made. Now you can't even notice that little mistake's there. Now it leaves about an inch, a little more on each side. So you're going to glue that down, and then we're going to get that second piece on there. To finish it off. And you can take anything that you want and decorate it up. I've put keychains on the edges of them. I've done all kinds of neat little things. So now that I know what I need across there, I'm going to go from end to end and kind of match up where my lace is. And this, I'm going to use my scissors. I'm going to snip this little bit off. So that's right there. And then this little bit right here. Get some glue on here. Okay, match it up. Now we've got a little lace border that goes all the way around it. And then on this one I put a bow in the center, but what I thought I would do is these stickers that I was able to get so reasonably priced. I should have opened it before we started this, sorry. I thought I'd take one of these stickers and put that in the center so that it was kind of the bow or the decoration on it. Oh, these are nice stickers too. They're a plastic coated sticker. It's not even just like paper. So these, wow, I really got a really good deal there at Joann Fabrics that day. All right, so you'll see that this flower kind of matches that flower there. So I want to just put it in the center there. See? Gives it something a little bit different. Now another thing that you can do is, again, the flat back pearls. We can go along and put them on there, or you can just decorate it up any way you want. But I think I'm going to take 2 on each side of the flower, and it's kind of a green that matches the leaf, the flat back pearls, and we'll get them on there. Now these, they have a stickiness on them. However, where's my little tool? They stick, but not for forever. And I kind of like for forever, because a lot of people that I've given little gifts to in these, they use these little bags like to organize pencils on their desk, and they keep them after that. So I don't want to give them something and then it fall apart later. So hi Judy, hi Paul. All right, so I'm just going to put a little dot of glue where I want to put my flat back pearls. And I think I'm going to use the medium size one. Yeah, I like that. Oh, and that color looks really nice with the leaves and the flower there. I really like that. Like I said, the little dab of glue is not necessary. However, I just want to make sure that they stick. And I love this art glitter glue. It dries so nicely, and once it sticks, it stays stuck. Sometimes when you use the double-sided tape and you put together your project, the next day you go to do something with it and the double-sided tape's coming apart. I never have a problem with this art glitter glue. I love it. And I love the little tip. It gives you a precise bead of glue where you want it. All right. So that's it. That's our little gift bag. All right. I'm going to, I'm actually going to be dropping off some of the cards to the assisted living facilities this week. So what I'm going to do is make up a few of them. I'm going to put some of my business cards and brochures in them, and I'll give these to the social workers when I give the cards for the residents to the I think that it's going to be the activities director that takes them. Hopefully they get spread out among the residents that really aren't getting mail or anything from their family members. So anything you can do to, let our seniors know that you're still thinking of them, I appreciate it. So, all right, that's it. This is our little gift bag, and I hope that everyone enjoys this and you had a good time watching me make it. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments below, and I'll make sure that I go through and answer. And I'm going to be back Friday. I think at 7 o'clock is when I think that we'll do the next one, and I will continue doing these for as long as we're asked to stay at home. And again, thank you for staying at home and staying safe and doing your part and trying to curb this epidemic. I will talk to everyone later. Thank you. Bye.